and welcome to Star English. I'm your host, Dorothy Nam. 안녕하세요, 도르신 남입니다. You know, when you meet with old friends, it's sometimes strange to hear them talk about you when you were younger, or your friends tell you things that you don't remember doing or talking about it. And it may even seem like they're talking about someone else. It's impossible for us to remember everything. But thankfully, the people around us all hold pieces of our lives and our hearts, of course, so that our memories are never really lost. I hope that you're holding memories of our past, of Star English episodes in your hearts for us, and that today's show will be a new part of the collection. Let's get started! What's happening now? You can tell a lot of things about a person from their voice. And singer Jay's beautiful voice is testimony to her beauty, inside and out. Today, we'll hear more about her life, her career, and her beautiful voice on our second interview with her. So let's go bring on Jay! This lovely lady once again. We had to invite her back, and she is just fabulous. We got to hear her sing before, and now we want to hear more about her. So thank you once again for coming on. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you for inviting me back, Dorothy. Hi, guys. Everybody at Star English. It's your girl, Jay. Hello. I get to speak English. I mean, any opportunity I get to just, start speaking on my English, I'll do it.
I want to ask you about that because back in the day when you used to sing and when do more things like this. I mean, right now you have a radio show where you speak in English.
Yes.
But when you had all these Korean interviews,
oh yeah,
how did you handle that?
It was one of those experiences in life when you're just thrown into it. Mm-hmm. So the great thing about us human beings is we learn to adapt. And so as foreign as it was for me, I had parents who didn't require Korean in the house. Mm-hmm. And so my brother and I, just a liberal household, kind of unheard of. Mm-hmm. And so coming to Korea wanting to sing, my naive little booty thought, come to Korea, just sing. Mm-hmm. Woohoo, it's going to be fun. I was going through culture shock. The mentality is different. Even how you express yourself, So doing interviews for me wasn't fun at all. I didn't feel like I spent that amount of time, that precious amount of time actually promoting an album. Yeah. I really felt like I was just auditioning to be Korean. Like I had to prove that I was Korean enough. Yeah. And my pride for being Korean comes from the blood. It comes from my gut out. Yeah, my speaking is hilarious. It's really bad. And it doesn't seem to get any better. And, I mess up and I step over boundaries and lines with the culture aspect. And, at times I am humble, but I come off as a little bit disrespectful because I don't know the culture. But my intentions are good and they're there.
That's right.
Yeah, so doing interviews, it was torture. It was just torture. If anybody is familiar with Korean TV shows, the variety shows, you have to be funny. You have to be witty. You have to be quick. Because a 1 hour show, whatever game show or outside kind of whatever, it's literally shot for like 8 or 9 hours. Yeah. And then it's edited down to an hour.
That's right.
So if you are not constantly you know, speaking, you know, line after line, hit one-liner after one-liner. Some people didn't even know I was on that show.
Yeah.
I was there for 8 hours, but when I saw the end product on TV, I wasn't on it. Because I didn't see anything.
Wallpaper on the flower. You know? Yeah.
So maybe you see one clip of me literally like, you know, like clueless, like, oh, we're running over there now? Okay, you know? I mean, it was really different from anything that I had seen on, you know, American TV.
Yeah.
If I'm looking at my favorite singer on TV, they're not at an ostrich farm.
Yeah.
I was on an ostrich. They're not bungee jumping, you know, or my favorite is the one where they repeatedly asked me to blow out 20 candles with my nose. And
has nothing to do with your singing, but we just like that.
I mean, aside from that, I just didn't want to snot all over the candles. I mean, just make a total fool out of myself. It took me a long time to realize that is just, you know, the whole saying, when in Rome. And to embrace it and have fun with it. And show a side of yourself that you could otherwise never show.
Yeah.
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 I was so hung up on but why? Why? I'm a singer. I want to sing. And it took me a couple of years to realize that's a platform for you to show a side of you and make and be more human. You know, than this hair primed makeup, you know.
Right.
It took me a while. So I was depressed for the longest time when I started. And then I realized, oh, this can actually be fun. Yeah, but by then I was older. And I wasn't being asked to do those shows as much as
You should have blew the nose.
Yeah, I was like, come on, let me blow candles with my nose. Come on, give me a chance. You know, like I've been practicing at home.
Should we cut this and bring in some candles?
Oh, I'm a little rusty, but hold on, yeah.
And so, you know, what, going through that, is it, you know, after the show, then you regret and you say, oh, I should have said this, I should have done that? Or do you have any of this moments?
Well, you know, hindsight is always 20/20.
Yeah.
You can look back and shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Right.
If I could go back to my younger self, my just debuted into the K-pop scene self, there is a lot I would say to her.
Yeah.
The biggest, though, would be enjoy yourself. I know last week I mentioned my motto by saying is don't take life seriously. I would have told her that.
Yeah.
Because at a young age, having the opportunity to have a record contract and come out